and thank you for listening to Utah Public Radio. Up next, it's our weekly movie review. Here's our film critic, Casey T. Allen.
Emmy award-winning actor Alexander Skarsgård has never looked angrier or more muscular as he does in his leading role in The Northman. In the ancient North Atlantic, a reigning king is killed by his brother, causing his young son to flee the kingdom. But the son grows up, joins a Viking gang, and returns to his homeland to murder his uncle and avenge his father. The whole film is one half arcane naturalism adventure and one half Greek tragedy. For the first hour, I kept thinking, am I watching a Scandinavian version of The Lion King? There's an odd mixture of plot points reminiscent of The Legend of King Arthur, Shakespeare's Hamlet, and the 2015 film The Revenant. And because the first half of The Northman has so many clear references, it's predictable and puzzling. Once you start noticing familiar references, you start looking for them or even expecting them. But once the latter half of the film arrives, it gets interesting, with surprises, mounting suspense, and realistic character development. After a massive 5-month-long shooting schedule on location in Iceland and Northern Ireland, and with some of the most historical accuracy of Viking culture ever shown on film, it's visually intricate and rich, with a stunning color palette of chilly grays, earthy browns, and dirty greens. The slow, smooth camera work with long, surprisingly elaborate tracking shots is immersive, impressive, and impossible not to commend. But the violence is far too much. I totally understand the importance of violence in a story like this, because a revenge-centered Viking life is inherently brutal. But the fighting and killing is so bloody and so embellished it pushes this film into a gratuitous orgy of masculine fantasy, and away from the darkly psychological epic it tries to be. Director and co-screenwriter Robert Eggers must have thought, is only one decapitation in this film too little? Would adding 3 more be fun? Am I the only one who wants the climax of the film to be a sword fight between 2 sweaty, nude men on the slopes of a fiery volcano? My imaginary questions could go on and on. The beastly, ferocious masculinity is interesting at first, but magnifying so much of it makes the Northman feel overwrought and overdone. For Flix at 48, I'm Casey T. Allen.